What's up, everybody? This is Gary from Nerdrotic, and David Morris is in 420 land. That is really good to hear. 420, yo, spark up the dubage. I don't partake. So, yeah, I'm just about to go to Comic-Con, so I thought I'd do a little live stream prior. Greetings, everybody. Derek McManus and Taupe Daddy, Shinto Ketchup. Miss Sad Song. Well, that's so sad. Dan 23, Mongoose McQueen, and Nina Fabiano. Greetings, Nina. And Christopher Bryant, and Over Easy Mode. Hey, how are you doing? Evening to some, afternoon to some, morning to some others. It is morning here. It is 8:44 a.m. and my 24-hour $4.99 thing is about to run out, so I thought I'd get a live stream before this might shut off right in the middle and I have to put in another code. Yes, I'm at the Motel 6, baby. Nothing but the best for Nerdrotic, I tell you. This is like a 5. This reminds me of a prison cell, actually. The only thing that's missing is the toilet inside the room, but it's right over there. Actually, the bathroom is as big as the room, which is really weird, but whatever. So we did a meetup yesterday at Lestat's, and people showed up. I was very pleasantly surprised, probably for Jeremy, because Jeremy was there. And we hung out. I met Jeremy for the first time. He is a bit taller than he looks online, that's for sure. He's a lanky dude, and he's got Gene Wilder hair. He has Gene Wilder hair under that hat. Howdy, Boomer. Hey, John Wilson. What's up? I'm a Gen. Well, I do Boomer stuff, but I am a Gen Xer. So let's address the hipster thing right away. Okay, so I wear big glasses. I've got a beard. There's nothing like ironic about what I do. I'm a old school punk rocker from back in the day. I always wear black. I've always had big glasses because I can't see. I'm not trying to like make a fashion statement. And I like Ray-Bans. I've always been a Ray-Ban fan, so that's why I wear them. And the beard breaks the monotony in my face. So, but yeah, not really a hipster in any way, shape, or form. I don't like soy and never have. And yeah, so we are getting ready for Comic-Con, but it's okay. People can think that. That's fine. I mean, I do live in San Francisco. You know, listen. I lived there for a girl. I moved there for Mrs. Nerdrotic. I actually like that. I grew up down here in San Diego, and I like this town a lot better. I hate kale. No, I don't eat kale. I'll occasionally have like a quiche. Quiche is good, but that's just eggs, right? So, but my wife makes eggs. How about those Padres, Captain Robert April? The only sports ball team that's left in San Diego. And San Diego chose the Padres over the Chargers, which, well, but screw Dean Spanos. I was a lifelong Charger fan, by the way, until they moved. Fuck Dean Spanos. I hate that motherfucker. And I don't want anything. You know what? Doomcock has this saying, without respect, we reject. I was an NFL fan my entire life. I was a season ticket holder for the Chargers. I inherited them from my dad. So I was a season ticket holder for a decade and a half. My dad was a season ticket holder from the minute they got to San Diego in 1961. And when they left, I haven't watched a game. I haven't watched 1 second of the NFL. They're dead to me. Without respect, we reject. Go Seahawks. Oh boy. I remember when they were in the AFC West. They were a Charger rival. I remember those. Jim Zorn, Steve Largent. Come on. I know what's up. My favorite quarterback of all time is Dan Fouts, of course. And why isn't that was a major boomer move. Hang on. Let me get to the super chats here. So today is the Orville event. I was invited to an Orville press thing that I will be going to and reporting from as much as they allow me to do that. So I'll let you know what's up. I don't know if there's going to be a trailer. There's a Orville pop-up museum. There's an Orville experience. They're doing a panel. So I'm checking all the Orville stuff out. But the main mission shopping-wise is to get 1/6 scale Lord of the Rings figures. I've got some budgeted money aside. I need an Eowyn and I need a Nazgul. Johan Lockhart for $1.99. Good job. Keep culture accountable. I will. I hope you all saw my latest video. I really love that article by Madeline Grant, who has to be a member of the Fandom Menace. She is brilliant. I need to follow her on Twitter. But that was a great, great article. So I'm glad I got to share it with you. I forgot to link Bounding into Comics article in the description, though. Sorry about that. I'll do that when I'm done here. Get a breakfast burrito or roll tacos on me, says Eric K for $2. I will. I will. That is happening because I am hungry. But, oh, damn it. Arr. I got to hit the ATM before I get on the shuttle bus because hitting an ATM down there is just ridiculous. I forgot to do that. Admiral Tiberius. Hey, that's my kid's middle name. $5. It's a shame the fedora and newspaper boy hat have been taken over by weird soy boys. I quite enjoy them. By the way, go Saints. Who dat? Well, you took my beloved Drew Brees. I love Drew Brees. So I root for the Saints because of him. He was a great quarterback. I didn't want him to go. Yes, I liked him more than I like Phillip Rivers. But Schottenheimer, man. I mean, Schottenheimer wasn't that bad. Norv Turner sucked. That guy was a freaking idiot. Corey Timmons. My camera's like right in the way. So Corey Timmons, watch the show Animal Kingdom on TNT. Best show. I'll check it out. Gunther Furizin for Australian $14.99. Mid-morning snack from Oz. Thank you. And Bradman, go Buffalo Bills. Oh, Jim Ferguson. OJ Simpson. Yeah, I actually saw him play. I did. Oh my God. What was it? It was against the Bills. The Chargers won their first playoff game in like a decade. And that was Dan Fouts' first playoff win. I was there. And Jim Ferguson was there as well. Yeah, no Chargers. So I don't care about football anymore. Let's get back to the chat real quick. What else? I'm going to try to go to a couple cringe panels. I want to check out some of these, I'm sure there's like 9 or 10 powerful women of panels, like powerful women of matte painting, powerful women of key grips, powerful women of catering, powerful women of, just you name it, 4 Super Bowl losses. Yeah. Snowdub Music. What's up, man? Check out my song, Snowdub Go Hawks. You will love it. I will check it out while I'm waiting in some kind of a line now. Zombie Unicorn is Zombie Unicorn. Who's Zombie Unicorn? Isn't that a person? Good morning, all. Hail, Gary. What's up, Cynical Lindsay? How you doing? So, yeah, I got to meet a lot of people yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We hung out for 3 hours at Lestat's, and then we did an after party at In-N-Out, and that was cool as hell. Is Comic-Con getting more terrible? Yeah, I mean it's too crowded to have a ton of fun. I'm probably gonna only go a couple days. I'm gonna go today, and I'm gonna go Saturday. It looks like we're going to Disneyland tomorrow to check out Galaxy's Edge. So I'll be doing a little live streaming from Galaxy's Edge, and I'll probably go for a couple hours on Sunday, and then I'll be done and want to go home because I miss my wife and kid. Plus, I have the Star Trek convention next weekend, so that's going on. I got to pace myself. I have Vegas next weekend. I don't know if I'll survive that, to be honest with you. Who will be at the Snowflame panel? Well, hopefully lots of packages from Columbia. Garrett Barley. It will be a very talkative panel. I'm guessing people might start cleaning the tables and Hall H. And no, that's tweaking though. I'm curious about the Terminator panel. I've given up. Do you expect an announcement at Comic-Con? I am gonna, if I can get into that panel, we're probably gonna get more of the same. So Midnight's Edge is spot on with this whole marketing thing. And that's what my last video was about. This is all, I mean, you guys all know this. They don't give a shit about your cause. They don't give a shit about LGBTQ. They just want to get interest in something. There's no interest in Bond. As much as I love Bond, it hasn't been great in a long time because Razor Fist did a good video on this. It's been going downhill for a long time. They've been leaning out of, him being the ladies' man that he is. They need to really try to go more for a Roger Moore feel, not like as goofy, but try to remember that it used to be fun, gadgets, women, but they're not going to do that because that's so problematic. So fucking give up on it then. Like, let it, maybe give it a couple years until this shit blows over, because the pendulum will swing the other way. It's just a matter of time. People are sick of this. I mean, the moralizing, that's the biggest problem. Everybody has a problem with something, but when you start moralizing, then you start turning into what the hardcore religious right was trying to do in the 80s with music. And listen, that's not all. People don't confuse that with Republicans, because there was Tipper Gore was the one who led that in the 80s, and she was the wife of a Democrat. So it was just a sect of what was, and this was years ago, the religious right were trying to censor music, and they were trying to censor, they were trying to, I remember the whole Judas Priest caused a kid to kill himself and stuff. It's the same thing, but it's coming from the SJWs and the MPC. They've turned into the moral barometer of the world, which is, I mean, things have gotten truly insane if SJWs are the moral barometer of the world. And it's about damn time somebody spoke up against it. And the access media is just being used willingly by these companies just to get free advertising. They don't give it, but so yeah, Terminator's on its 6th film. Its last one, which was endorsed by James Cameron, sucked. This one's going to suck. Tim Miller, as much as I liked his work on Deadpool, got fired. He got fired from Deadpool. And it's too bad, because it probably would have worked. But him calling it, it's so disingenuous and so full of shit. And people are tired of it. But you're going to hear tons of it. You're going to hear all the questions. All the questions at these panels are going to be, are we going to see more representation? I mean, like, I remember I was at a Star Wars panel, and the very first question asked was, are we going to see more Asian representation in the Star Wars films? And this was this, I think it was the Star Wars panel prior to Rogue One. I can't remember. It was at Comic-Con. And that was the first question out of the gate. So, are these plants? Probably. I don't know. I mean, there's people who can randomly get out of from the crowd and ask questions, but they could still plant some people. They can have them ready to go. It's like, you sit as close to the mic as possible. As soon as they say questions, you go up there and you ask this question. Would I put it past Disney or anything? No, hell no. Of course they would do that. As a matter of fact, they do that. I have no evidence on that, but I'm sure they do that. Hang on. Let me get up to here. And this one can't be long, folks, because I do need to get going. Let's here. I'm going to move my window over that way. Okay. So Sue Chapman, $2. D&D pulled out. Fan backlash scare them off. Yes, I'm sorry I did not address that. Yes, it did. Of course, they're going to say it has nothing to do with it. It has absolutely everything to do with it. They don't want to deal with the inevitable question. They don't even want to deal with the respectful question, because it would probably be done by somebody, nice, going, hey, I love your work, but I mean, let's be real. People were upset. What do you got to say about that? And they probably just don't want to answer the question anymore. Well, if I was Star Wars and Bob Iger, I would look at this really hard. Because part of the deal in Hollywood now is how you deal with social media. That has got to be in every contract now. That has got to be factored into every creative move on something as big as Star Wars. And if you got a guy who's creatively brilliant, say, and then he's horrible on social media, you got to think maybe we shouldn't get this guy, because you need the whole package. And if you're Star Wars, you should demand the whole package. The problem is they don't. So they already got Rianne Johnson, who sucks creatively and is I don't know what is he a worse film director or a worse person? I'll leave that up to you guys in the chat to ask. Is he a bad film director and a horrible person, or a horrible director and a bad person, or both? I don't know. You tell me. I kind of think it's both. But with Dan and Dave, you saw their style. Their last 3 seasons, they're not really big on dialogue. They're big on facial expression. So honestly, you don't need to get too many actors because there'll just be a lot of people staring at stuff in Star Wars films. Thank you, Nick Nero, for the $1 donations. I greatly appreciate it. What's up, Nick? Sheev Burger for $9.99. So far from home, so far from home, I thought some of the Mysterio projections were straight from the comic book, but all in all, a decent MCU movie, terrible Spider-Man movie. I agree with that sentiment, Sheev, 100%. It was an enjoyable enough movie, and it was an awful Spider-Man movie. Now, Homecoming was not a very good movie. It was okay. I'd say 5 out of 10 best. And most of that coming from Michael Keaton's performance, and an awful Spider-Man movie. Baby crying. And I don't care if he's a kid. It says Spider-Man. He is a cut above. He is able to handle that stuff. You know, people get on me about this. Spider-Man was freaking bawling like a baby. All right. Now I can see how I would have directed that scene when he's lifting everything up. Maybe have a little tear come out while he's excruciating looking through it, but he was like flubbering, snot coming out his nose. It's like, no. And you know, maybe that's Tom Holland's acting, but it took me right out, you know, and that's all I can speak for is my opinion. I'm like, what the hell is he bawling about? Yeah. You know, Gloria Redmond Booth for $2. Morning, Gary. Have fun. Thank you, Gloria. I will. I'm going to have a great time. I can't wait to meet Tom Constantino, and I'm going to see Jeremy tonight. And hey, if anybody sees me down there, if you're down there, you know, let's hang out. I'm by myself. I'm going down there solo right now. Thank you, Gloria. Nice to see you. Good morning. Tamarox, our good friend Hail Tamarox. Loyal listener from back when I had a couple thousand subs. Thank you so much, my friend. Have some good food for me. I will. I tend to load up on food before I go down there so I don't have to eat down there because it's just too damn expensive. Dominic Russo for £5 would love to see Gary at as a High Council regular. That would be an honor to be at. It's an honor to be considered. Yes, I like how I love the umlaut over my name, and you have the actual correct spelling. Well, there's 2. So there's that, but the real spelling of my name is a K instead of the CH. And they changed it when my descendants got to Ellis Island. So I am from German, well, I'm adopted, but my family was from German farmers who lived in Russia. So was it the emperor or whatever? Whoever's prior to the communist revolution, the czars. The Russians weren't really good at farming, so they got a bunch of Germans to come over there and start farming for them to kind of teach people how to farming, and that's what where my family came from. And then when the czars got overthrown, my family had to get the hell out of there because their farm was, guess what, taken over by the state. So they had to bail or die, and that's why they came to the United States. And they all moved to North and South Dakota. But communism, awesome. SJWs may try to infiltrate Warhammer 40K. Party CV. I do you think they can? No, I think there's certain places they just can't go. But it's such a diametrically opposed setting to their type that it's ultimate uphill battle for them. Yeah. And honestly, it seems like they'll get there in time, but I think they really want to infiltrate manga and anime, which again, that's going to be an uphill battle for them too, in my opinion. The Weeb Wars. But yes, Party Al CV, thank you very much for the $4.99. Thank you, Tamarox, and thank you, Dominic. Larry, $1.99. Just bought Orville season 1 and 2 digital. Can't wait. Enjoy. They are very enjoyable. You will have a good time. I love it. Alyssa Jet for $20. Good morning, Gary. Love you. Just got here, so going to have to watch the video in its entirety later. Just wanted to show the love. Well, Alyssa, thank you very much. I share the love back at you. Now, I'll keep this up for a little while, but Alyssa, if you don't see it on the channel, go to nerdrotic.com and it'll be there. Okay, so if there's ever a live stream missing from my channel, it's just unlisted. So, save the link, go to either the community section or go to nerdrotic.com and you'll be able to find all the live streams. But thank you, Alyssa. That's very nice. $20. All right. North American Hamrammer. What's up, dude? Nerdrotic. Terminator's version of Return of the Jedi is to kill Luke in the opening act, and the Empire is now the First Order. Cause what's happening? I know. By the way, yeah, spoiler warning. So plug your ears on this one. The word on the street is it's a Terminator spoiler and it's big. So I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Terminator Dark Fate supposedly starts right after Judgment Day, and a younger Arnold will pop out, Arnold Terminator, and kill John Connor dead. And then we'll have like a time jump or something like that. And we're going to find out that there's that might not happen, but that's what we heard. That's what actually Weaponized Nerd Rage broke that story. So I want to give him all the credit in the world on that one. And I'm a fan of Wep. I think Wep does good work. Dan and Dave canceled. Yeah. I kind of had a lot of respect for him for showing up. I'm like, wow, that's ballsy. Good for them. I mean, I thought it was a good move. I think they should change their mind and go. The worst part about this is they canceled, like, con started yesterday, technically. It was preview night. So they canceled the day of. Yeah. So many German viewers. Look at that. We love the Germans. We love the Germans. Yes, my family's German. My Grammy, my dear grandmother, Olga Biekler, her name was Olga Biekler, spoke fluent German and Russian, and I couldn't understand a word she said. She said something like "Ach, der Lieber," and yeah, that's it. But yeah, I was in Germany for my first time in an airport on my way back from Italy. But I can't wait to go to the motherland, to the homeland, and check it out someday. The only reason I haven't changed my name back to its proper spelling is out of respect to my dad, who passed away. 18 years ago now. I went and visited him at his in his mausoleum a couple days ago. He's doing well. And yeah, so that's why I'll never mess with the name. Night all, have a great day. Not so scruffy nerf herder. Good night. Good day. Australian $2. Tito's World. Subscribe to you on Subscribestar now. Oh, thanks. Cool. Subscribestar is just it's gonna be the Patreon. It's gonna mirror everything there. I'm not cool enough to have memberships on the channel yet. As soon as they change their mind on that, that's cool. Jeremy got a silver play button. That's pretty cool. Maybe I can get mine now. Maybe I'll get mine. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I'm going to read a couple more chats and I got to get going. I will be, okay, so I have an alternate channel called Nerdrotic Live. So I'll be doing the live stuff from Comic-Con on that channel. I will post it in the community section here on Nerdrotic, though. So keep an eye out for that. I will be hanging with Jeremy all weekend, so you're going to see a lot of car videos and all kinds of stuff. If any of you are down here, please come down. You don't have to come to Comic-Con. We are planning a possible meetup tonight as well. Keep an eye on Twitter. It's still kind of up in the air. I got to talk to Jeremy about it. But we're definitely, and I want to do one this weekend as well, like Sunday, probably Sunday. So again, if anybody's down here, man, let's hang out. That'll be fun. Snowball. No way, Gary. Anyway, she was part of Project Paperclip. Maybe. You never know. You and Jeremy should go to the Campia panel and have some fun. Uncle Remus, I'd love to do that. Chris Gore is going to be there, and Chris Gore is, I believe Chris Gore. You guys remember Chris Gore from Attack of the Show? DVD Tuesday? Well, I mean, he follows Jeremy and myself. I think he might be a member of the Phantom Menace. See, there's a lot of people, who email Jeremy and me and others who say, I can't say anything. I wish I could, but keep up the good work. There's tons of Doctor Who people. I mean, you would not believe how many Doctor Who people don't feel free to say what they want. And that's what we need to change. That's the first thing we need to change. You can say whatever the hell you want without repercussion. If you are coming out and saying, I don't like the female Doctor, and you know what? The worst case scenario is you just wait until it regenerates into the next NPC Doctor. But it shouldn't cost you a job. It shouldn't get you blackballed from Doctor Who or anything. And honestly, I'd want to get blackballed. I would love to be blackballed because I don't want anything to do with people who are like that. If you like Jodie, you are more than welcome here. I don't care. I mean, that's fine. As long as you respect that I don't like Jodie, we're good. We could just not talk about it. There's plenty of other things to talk about. But if you're the kind of person who's like, you don't like this thing, I don't even want to talk to you. I mean, that was even the stupid shit with the election, man. I saw people like not talking to their family over a fucking vote. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And when we're being divided by the fucking franchises over this shit, sorry, I'm cussing a lot, but I don't give a shit. And it's dividing fandom, dividing nerddom. And look, it's getting weird now. Like last year, it was kind of weird at Comic-Con. And I feel a little weird about going to Comic-Con right now. I shouldn't feel weird about going to Comic-Con. But it's our fault. It's the toxic fans' fault who simply react to this bullshit that we're being presented, which is cheap propaganda. It's lame marketing. It's fake. It's superficial by superficial people. So there you go. Off my soapbox. Let me read the rest of the super chats. Any word on the Game of Thrones prequels? Ryan, thank you for the 10 pounds. The word on the street is it is only, I think Game of Thrones failure in season 8 has everything to do with the fact that it's not been ordered to series. It is only in pilot phase right now. So they are shooting the pilot as we speak. And if HBO likes the pilot, they will order it to series. This whole 5 prequel, this 5 spin-off Game of Thrones thing is bullshit. It's all in the idea phase, kind of what Alex Kurtzman has with all of his other projects, although they are going to announce an animated Star Trek. They're going to announce another animated Star Trek this weekend, supposedly. But they're just all in the planning phase. Nothing's been greenlit, nothing. We have one pilot for one prequel that is being filmed and no word on whether it's been ordered or not. Now, it probably will be. I would imagine it would be. But maybe HBO's like, you saw what they did towards the end. They had the biggest show in the world and they still didn't want to spend enough money on it. I think that says a lot. I think maybe they're just like, maybe we'll do like 5 more Big Little Lies or whatever the hell that show's called. SJWs are just closet racist and sexist with no concept that people are individuals with their own thoughts and sets of belief. Live long live the dawn. Dan Benoit for $6.66. I applaud that super chat. They are. I've argued many times that Jodie Whittaker being made the Doctor was a sexist move. Yeah, it's a completely sexist move because it means we don't believe in enough in a female to give her own show, give her or have her portray one of the female characters in Doctor Who, give her own show, and then you know what? Even go the extra mile. Say, let's guarantee 2 seasons. Let's give her a chance. Let's put the best writers possible. Let's get the best crew possible. Let's get the best, a composer possible, and let's give this thing a chance and see if people like it. And guess what? Let's not make it political. Let's try to get everybody on board, so everybody will be talking about our show. No, we're gonna switch it. We're gonna take something away from the men, give it to the women, make it as political as possible, and then not really give it any of an effort in between seasons, like rolling her out to cons or anything like that. And Lashana Lynch, okay, Bond franchise. Let's see you. I want you to sign her to a 3-picture deal. Make her the female 007. Sign her to a guaranteed 3-picture deal. And let's see you really get woke. Let's see you really roll this out and show a commitment to a black female actress. Could you imagine if they killed her? If they killed the Lashana Lynch character in Bond? Could you imagine what the freaking NPCs and SJWs would do? They would fucking freak out. It would be kind of funny. It would be kind of funny. I might change my mind completely on Bond if they do that. Gary, big fan. You're doing God's work. Please give intel on the Game of Thrones panel. Do you think there will be a rise in DC movies now? I was starting to think that T went for $14.99. I was like, this is DC's time. This is their time. Marvel, I'm not saying, yeah, they're going to start going down eventually. It's going to happen eventually. This is their time. And then J.J. Abrams got signed at Warner Brothers, and I lost all hope. No, it's not. If J.J. Abrams is involved, no. If he's not involved in any way, shape, or form, yes. But the guy directing The Batman, Matt Reeves, Cloverfield, he's a JJ guy. Just be warned, be ready. He did a good job with Planet of the Apes. I know people love those movies. I think they're okay. I think they're very serviceable. It looks like he'll do a good job with Batman. We'll see. I'm Robert Pattinson doesn't look like Batman though. I don't care about it. He might be a better actor now. He's going to look like a vampire in a Batman mask to me. Scottish Nerd for 10 pounds. Thank you very much. First chat ever. Been watching you for a couple of months now. As a fan of stories, your car video with Jeremy was everything I wanted from it. Yay. My expectations were not subverted. Hey, we are here to meet them. Well, I'm not saying I do ever, but I try. Thank you very much, Scottish Nerd. Michael Maloney for $5. Dislike Jodie's work, but don't hate the person. Exactly. I have no problem with Jodie Whittaker as a human being. She said some pretty wacky things that I don't like Doctor Who, previous Doctor Who was a practice in the male gaze. I don't think that's a way you win over your fans, but her as a human being, no problem with her. None whatsoever. Sir Ruin of, and you'll see that I don't do that. I don't attack people here. Not even John Campia. I live in Maryland, by the way. Come to Baltimore Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con in October. I can meet you at Baltimore or New York. So Ruin of House Roundhead, $4.99. Mrs. Nerdrotic and I are planning on going to New York Comic-Con. I don't know if I can get tickets this year, but if I can, I'll go. David Morris for £2. Are you going to do a meetup in the UK? Yes. That is a definite yes. More news on that when I get back from Vegas. Depends on where you are, but I'm going to try to do it in a couple places. Cracklin $4.99. Popular media's denial of why fans are really disgusted will end them. Exactly. But independent creators will fill the void we already are. Cracklin, yes, that is happening. I mean, honestly, I've always been straight with you guys. As messy as Comicsgate has been sometimes, they are the precursor of everything to come. comic, but no movement or anything is perfect. I don't want to sound too judgmental of it. It's a lot of good people they're doing a lot of good things, and I think they are paving the way with the independent work, and I love it. I fully support it, and I back a lot of those books. Douglas Ernst. Back Douglas Ernst Soul Finder. I'll link that on my evening live stream. Doug's a good guy. He's a gentleman. Norwegian Kryptonian for 22 Norwegian crowns. Great to see you and Jeremy. Cheers from Norway. Oh, I got to go to Norway too. I gotta go to Norway. People are so nice out there and polite. Cracklin, $4.99. Come in, 007. Lynch walks in and she's a double agent Bond. Double agent Bond is standing behind her in the shadows. He was the one being called 007, shoots Lynch. I would love that, Cracklin. Thank you. Baptist 702 for $5. Interesting that the writers for Game of Thrones are not at San Diego Comic-Con. Nope. Well, they probably found out that maybe they just didn't. Well, no, they've been to many panels. They know that like any rando can come up and ask a question. And I was probably going to go up, but I had to think of it like, I don't know. See, like Mahler would have been a better person to come up and ask a question because he can be like a gentleman about stuff. I'm way too crass for that shit. Stun Soul for $2. How do I know if I'm a member of the Fandom Menace? You're a member, Stun Soul. The Fandom Menace is not an actual group. It's a loose affiliation of like-minded people united behind the principle of respecting the fandom. That's purely my definition, by the way. There's other definitions of it, but you're a member, Stunned. If you want, all you have to do is have the desire. That's it. There is no leader. It's not, I don't think it should ever be organized. I don't think it should be, it's a hashtag now, but I mean, I don't think it should be a decided upon hashtag. I think, that's it. I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm friends with Jeremy. And the closest thing to an affiliation I'll ever have is my friend Doomcock and I co-host two shows together. I'm going to be co-hosting another show with Bulls Trek very soon. Y'all love Bulls Trek? Bulls Trek is a great YouTuber. One of the best people on my side of Jody, other people's as well. Tharies, I saw you in there too. What's up, Tharies? Did I miss your super chat? I'll get that in a second, Tharies. Bulls Trek and I are going to be starting a regular live stream that will alternate from channels when about mid-August. So Bulls Trek's awesome. Lonnie Holcomb, the creative future is shown by the Veronica Mars fan movie. Raise the money and show them what you want in entertainment. Yeah, that actually, I gave $400 to that movie, Lonnie, a long time ago. I did. I got my t-shirt out of it. And the movie turned out to be not that great, but whatever. At least it got made. And now it's going to be on Hulu. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be woke as hell. I warned Mrs. Nerdrotic about that, but yeah. Now I got to get up here because I'm pretty damn sure I saw Tharies. Did I see Tharies? There's Tharies. No Doctor Who panel at San Diego Comic-Con for £2. Yeah, that's I almost did a video on that, Tharies, but my last Doctor Who video, like nobody cared. Like nobody cares. It's the effing Cybermen coming back, and they just went, I don't care. And usually I'd think it was me, but my two Doctor Who videos before that did gangbusters. So that was that told me all I need to know. Doctor Who interest is at an all-time low. That's why they're like, should we come out with a show this year or not? Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. And yeah, unless you put David Tennant in it as the Meta-Crisis Doctor and for the entire season, it's fucked. And couldn't happen to a nicer show. Chargers got screwed over by ownership and GMs. Wanted to move to LA, sank the team by firing Schottenheimer. Amazing how they bounced back after the move. Isn't it amazing, Frank Palmieri? It was an inside job. And you know what the funniest thing is they'll never have their own stadium. Let me tell you about Dean Spanos. Dean Spanos is a billionaire's son. He's never made a fucking thing on his own. All he's done is sailed on a yacht. By the way, he's a freaking abusive asshole to his wife, too. Know that for a fact, because a friend of mine has done a lot of work for him at his house. So if he wants to, I don't know, come and get me on that one, well, I could provide witnesses and stuff to the contrary. So yeah, he's a jackass. And probably the most hated person in San Diego at this point. I would say, yeah. Used to be a guy named Bruce Henderson, but now they hate Dean Spanos. Fuck Dean Spanos. Who will be at the Snowflame panel? Garrett Barley. I wish there was a Snowflame panel. That would be brilliant. I'd be there. Joe Ferguson. Did I say Jim? I meant to say Joe. Sorry. Joe Ferguson was good. Yeah, I think I said Jim Ferguson. I meant to say Joe Ferguson. He was actually pretty good, just not as good as Dan Fouts. Just not as good as you guys had a lead. I'll never forget. We came back, scored 2 touchdowns at the end. Ron Smith. We just got Ron Smith from the Rams. He suited up, played 1 game, and scored the winning touchdown. It was great. And you went all the way back to Buffalo in defeat. And that was in 1979. 1979. Yeah. I was 9 years old. Okay. We're going to end it here. I got to get going to Comic-Con. We got one more. Did we get Adam Child home from Canada so I can send money again? Well, thanks. Not seeing Lion King. Yeah, I'm not either because I don't care. Hashtag boycott Disney. Yep. Very easy to boycott Disney when I don't care. Gary, here's my movie dollar. A black actress in Little Mermaid is playing a subhuman character. Isn't that racist? It was brought up. Are they going to swap out? Are they going to make Ariel, who is everywhere in Disneyland and Disney World, are they going to make her black now? Are they going to recolorize the animated film? I mean, again, if they want to truly be progressive and inclusive, let's go all the way. I would say reanimate the entire film, erase the other one from existence, pretend it didn't exist at all, and make the other Ariel black. And if you're not doing that, then you're racist, Disney. You're absolutely racist. I think we should stick to that one. Gary, thanks for all the effort you put into your channel. My wife and I are big fans, terrified that the Orville will turn intersectional woke thoughts. Nah. Here's why not. Camelord helmet. It certainly has like elements of progressive politics because, I mean, Seth is a Democrat. He is. But they always show both sides of the argument and they interact. Well, listen, they invited me to a thing. They know who I am. They know what videos I do. Apparently Seth has watched some of my videos and they are fully aware of what else I do on my channel. And they're still inviting me. So, okay. I think that's a good sign. I think it's a good sign. But if it happens, I'll let you know. I won't, no shill. No shill. All righty. We're going to cut this one out. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It will be on nerdrotic.com, okay? And I'm going to unlist it, but it'll be in the community section. So I'll post it there. Everybody, I will be live later. Maybe Jeremy will be with me. I'm not sure, but I need to get going. So have a great day. And yeah, I'll be posting in and checking in from Comic-Con. Don't forget to check out Nerdrotic Live, my alternate channel. All right? Hail, everybody, and have a good day.